November 6th, 2021. Lots of progress today, although if you walk around, it doesn't look like it. But I had the heater box completely out of the car, the air conditioning controls out of the car, the radio out. Had a issue with the fan only working on low and medium, but not high. Figured that one out. Problem was with that was a bad fan speed switch in the control unit. Now, the fan would run on low all the time, whether it was turned off or not. And I found there was a master off switch inside the control that was causing it to stay on, just on the lowest possible setting. So I adjusted the levers so it actually closes that switch when the lever is all the way to the left of the off position, and now it cuts off and there's no low fan blowing all the time. I had another issue. I had non-working horns, and now they work. I've got them temporarily attached to the radiator support here because for some reason this is not electrically connected to that. I had this entire assembly powder coated, and I think the powder coating is too thick and it's not allowing a good ground between the components because these horns are supposed to ground on this piece here. I'm gonna take it apart again and try and clean the metal back a little bit and see if I can get it to be steel on steel so we get some current flowing through those components. But also, once the front clip is on and the fender wells actually are connected directly to ground, which continues the ground circuit. So once that front clip's on, that may solve the problem anyway. But I'm gonna make sure I do have that connected to ground properly. I hooked up the actual heater hoses to the heater core. I don't see any evidence of leaks, although things are wet because I took the hoses apart and they leaked a little bit. I installed the glove box door, started to do the glove box liner, but there's a part that didn't seem to fit correctly in the side, but the liner fits really good. I don't remember having to close it and then turn the knob. It seemed to me that it would just close. I also can't figure out how to get the lock to work. I know the key pulls all the tumblers in, but I can't get it to actually lock the door. Something's broken or not put together right, so I'm gonna have to work on that. Radio's back in. I actually did play it a little bit today, just to give it a test. But I have to put my finger on the antenna.
Certified civil trial lawyer at the law offices of Anajar Levine at 1-800.
So I have a radio. No rear speakers yet, but the front ones are hooked up. And I put the LED light in the radio so it lights up pretty like the rest of the dash. I think that's all I can think of. It's really just been a full day. I've been here since 9:30 this morning. It's now 6:30 p.m. Been a long day, but very productive considering it doesn't really look that way. But having the air conditioner blow and do what it's supposed to do is a big plus. See, it's flowing. Can you see it? Nope, you can't, but it's flowing. And when I move the levers over, the air moves to where it's supposed to be. It's blowing out the top for de-ice if the windshield fogs up. Back to here. Now it's blowing on the bottom where the heat's supposed to be. Now it's back to blowing out the main vents. I did turn on to air conditioning, which I don't have I don't have lines hooked up to the compressor and the evaporator, so I can't run the air conditioning, but I do have 12 volts at the compressor, so I verified the wiring harness and everything is working normally. So But I think that's it. I'm going to call it a day and clean up my tools. And thanks for watching, and I'll leave you with this. The doors have been partially painted. Got the jambs and the undersides and everything done. Be ready to hang on the car so we can get them adjusted and make sure the gaps are good. And that's one step closer to getting the whole car painted. So good news.